The Bengals are the it team right now. Everybody wants to join. Everybody wants to come back. Everybody wants to be a familiar face. Everybody wants to get on the Bengals bandwagon, and I love it. The big news coming from the Bengals camp this week. And it's not even really news. It's more so just like kind of a thought process that's probably not really actually going to turn into anything. But Tyler Eifert, the Bengals' former tight end, former Pro Bowl tight end, former great tight end, he just had a bunch of injury issues. He's been lobbying all week on Twitter, trying to get himself back into the Bengals organization to try to make this last playoff run with us. Which, obviously he's ring chasing, obviously, et cetera, and obviously it's probably not going to happen. That seems like kind of a wild thought process. Like I don't even know when the last time he played in the NFL was. Okay, so he's just been a free agent for this year. So he could still be in football shape. It is possible, but it was probably just kind of a lighthearted thing. You know, he posted a picture of a GIF of the Avengers, and and that was his response to somebody being like, well, let's get Tyler Eifert back here and have him pair him with T and Jamar, TB and CJ, and that would be awesome. But
no, you was killing it, man. You was there talking about CJ Ujama. There are 3 people watching on TikTok right now. So, hey, y'all know your favorite Bengals player. Mine is CJ Ugama.
Who is hurt and might not play in the Super Bowl.
But, like, his name is so gangster. Ugama. Like, imagine playing defense, right? And then you trying to block somebody, right? And then you see this big-ass tight end come your way. You're like, I'm Ugama. I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to go right ahead, Mr. Ugama.
His name is Uzama, so.
Uzama.
Okay. You're going to get it one of these days. I believe in you.
Ugama. Dude, how psyched are you about the Super Bowl, by the way? How psyched are you about the Super Bowl?
Dude, I don't even know if it's like really fully set in, honestly. Like, I'll be driving around in my truck in the morning, and it'll just kind of hit me occasionally. I'll just be like, holy fuck, the Bengals are playing the Super Bowl. But it's still, it's mostly just so surreal, It's just like, but like this thing that I kept like thinking could possibly happen, like through like the last like 15 years or so when the Bengals have been kind of like up and down. And in their up years, I've been thinking, hey, if they just do this, and that, and everything falls in place in line and everything works out perfectly, then maybe the Bengals could go to the Super Bowl. And I'm putting together all these like I'm using the ESPN playoff machine and making graphics and stuff like that, putting like imagining, oh, what if the Bengals were in the Super Bowl? And now they're actually in. And I'm slowly kind of coming to the realization that it's a real thing and not just like some concept that I came up with in my head.
Dude, isn't that amazing? I can't wait to have that feel the Browns. Hopefully with Baker Mayfield, who I keep on defending for some reason, but keep on getting burned for defending.
Well, I keep defending Baker Mayfield too. I don't get burned as hard though because he's not my quarterback. So
that's whatever.
I get laughed at, but I really do genuinely believe that Baker Mayfield has what it takes to succeed in the NFL. He needs the right kind of support, and I felt like Kevin Stefanski was the right coach to bring him that support. But the problem is, I wonder if Kevin Stefanski is going to be properly supported by the Browns enough to offer him that support.
Yeah. It's so frustrating. And then, now you got people out here saying that they should draft one of these. Now you got people out here saying that they should draft one of these quarterbacks that are in the Senior Bowl. Some people like that Kenny Pickett kid. I think he might go to the. What's it called? The Steelers.
Yeah, he's maybe. It depends. I'm almost kind of like half. Like, I've got this thought process that honestly we should probably save the majority of this discussion for later. Well, I've got this idea in my head that it really feels like to me the Steelers are going to pursue a veteran quarterback, and they're not necessarily going to go with somebody in the draft. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe that's the reason that Kevin Colbert's sticking around through the draft is so he can go get the right quarterback. But it would seem weird to me that he's going to retire after the draft, and he's not going to stick around for the development of a quarterback. So I mean, I'm kind of back and forth on that. But I mean, let's wait to really talk about that till the state of the AFC North later, because I got a couple things I want to say about the Steelers and their quarterback situation.
I got you. Anything else on the Bengals besides how about this though? Joe Burrow and Evan McPherson jerseys. You can't buy them.
Well, the Evan McPherson jerseys, that's the crazy one. It's like the fucking Kickers jersey. Like, you can't buy the Kickers jersey.
Well, he's also he's a Harry Potter of Kickers.
Thomas, custom jerseys. I said this on a previous episode, but I'll say it again. Custom jerseys have been sold out.
Yeah, that's unfair.
Because of the kicker.
That's the best part of making a jersey is customizing them.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've never had a custom jersey because they're a lot more expensive. But the point is, people are so desperate to get an Evan McPherson jersey that they're buying the custom jerseys so that they can put his name and number on there.
You got to get an Evan McPherson jersey.
I mean, I might get one day, but I'm happy with my Joe Burrow jersey, to tell you the truth. And my next jersey is probably going to be a Jamar Chase jersey. So
Jamar Chase is insane though. See, I'm falling in love with your team, and I'm a Browns fan. I got this Browns hat on. I'm like, come on, Browns. This is not fun. Do better. I got the Cavs.
Oh, it's fun for me.
Shut up.
But then again, it was fun for you last year. You were having fun last year, and I was also.
Yeah, I know. But you're having more fun than I had last year, man. Well, you know how dumb I'll be right now if the Browns are in the Super Bowl. Baker, you got one job. Baker. What's going on? What's going on with the Bengals?
Well, I mean, it's really more of a fun topic. It's not really a super serious topic, but
not like Hugh Jackson's jackass. Sorry.
Well, yeah, no, I meant like it's not actually going to happen, kind of serious. But Tyler Eifert has been lobbying on Twitter to get the Bengals to re-sign him, so that he can jump on for the Super Bowl.
Tyler Eifert, you can't get on the bandwagon now that they're going to win a Super Bowl.
What are you talking about? He got like cut.
Yeah,
he never renounced his Bengaldom. He just the Bengals decided, I don't want you anymore. And now CJ Uzomah's hurt. I'm not saying it's going to happen because he hasn't played all year, and who knows if he's in football shape or not. But CJ Uzomah's hurt. So I mean, if Tyler Eifert was in football shape, then why the hell not bring in Tyler Eifert? I mean, maybe CJ Uzomah makes it back for the Super Bowl. That would be awesome if he did. But if not, why not just sign Tyler Eifert to the practice squad and have him be ready just in case?
Yeah. Dude, well, I mean, you do have Drew Samples. Is he still hurt?
He was never hurt. He's just bad.
Damn. I didn't think he was that bad last year. Okay, well, he was that bad last year.
He's not horrible. He brings some, what do you call it, benefit as a blocker. He can pick up blitzes okay. And he can run block okay. He's not really the best at he's not really the best receiving tight end. He's not very good at all at getting open. If he happens to be open, he catches the ball maybe about if Joe Burrow throws a perfect pass to Drew Sample and he's wide open, Drew Sample catches the ball about 70% of the time. So it's he does have value as a blocker. But I mean, that's the thing. If you're replacing CJ Uzomah is a good blocker, but CJ Uzomah has also kind of established himself, which is weird because this was not when the Bengals drafted him, they drafted him to be a blocking tight end. But he kind of developed a lot of chemistry with Joe Burrow early on, and he's kind of become this kind of gadget tight end. And the Bengals don't really use a lot of tight end formations in their passing attack, but they sometimes they do, and Uzomah's often a reliable target when nobody else is open. So all right. So then let's talk about the Steelers then. So Thomas, I have been getting some, let's call it buzz. I don't have great sources when it comes to like people inside the NFL, but I do have sources. Um, Again, not super hella reliable sources, but I do have sources, and there's a lot of buzz around the idea that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to pursue Jimmy Garoppolo as their next starting quarterback, which I don't know about you, but I'm okay with that. That sounds fun.
You, but I'm also okay with that.
Yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo, that sounds good to me. Because the problem, Thomas, is there's not really a like great quarterback ready and waiting to be plucked out of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
There are some project quarterbacks that might turn into something, but the problem is if you're going to go draft a quarterback, which the Steelers might draft a quarterback, they might go get Kenny Pickett, but Kenny Pickett is not necessarily, and they might have also screwed themselves out of Kenny Pickett by making the playoffs. That's part of the problem. But if they do go get somebody like Kenny Pickett or Carson Strong or whatever, that guy's not necessarily going to be ready year one. So you got to go get somebody. That's why it would have been nice if they could have started this process last year and had Ben Roethlisberger mentoring somebody. Then again, maybe Ben Roethlisberger is not the best mentor on the face of the planet. But sounds like Mason Rudolph isn't interesting in mentoring. Mason Rudolph wants to go win that job. So if you're going to draft a quarterback, you pretty much have to say we're giving up on Mason Rudolph. That's not happening. And then you're going to have to go get a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo to bring along the next generation and probably have as the start of this year, kind of like a Trey Lance situation. Because I said, there isn't really that like that guaranteed right away like elite level player like there has been in a couple of drafts lately.
Yeah, the Steelers are stuck, man, because they have a lot of holes in just quarterback. So I mean, I think Jimmy Garoppolo will be a very solid piece that could be plugged in and used in the system, and the Steelers want to probably do something like find some way to win 8 games, something crazy like that. Because I think Jimmy Garoppolo gave them probably equal to amount of production that Ben Roethlisberger gave them, and they made a playoff for Ben Roethlisberger.
Considering the way Ben Roethlisberger played this year, I think Jimmy Garoppolo would actually be an upgrade over Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, exactly.
But the problem is, like, the thing that Ben Roethlisberger brings that no other quarterback in the NFL really brings is just that, like Ben Roethlisberger has always been such a master of creating things outside of structure in terms of like the play call and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, other quarterbacks in the NFL, especially a lot of young quarterbacks like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes and, et cetera, and Josh Allen are really good at doing that, like creating things that are happen out of structure. But no quarterback that you're going to plug in for the Steelers next year is going to bring that. So, as like, is Jimmy Garoppolo more technically sound than Ben Roethlisberger? Yes. Has Jimmy Garoppolo kind of always been more technically sound than Ben Roethlisberger? Also, yes. Jimmy Garoppolo, however, is not as good as Ben Roethlisberger at finding weird ways to win. Like,
yeah, sure.
Like Jimmy Garoppolo just doesn't have that like killer mentality. That like, I mean, I hate to say it, because it makes me want to puke. But Ben Roethlisberger's got that killer mentality, and whether or not he's actually any good or not, he always found a way to make the weird thing happen. And Jimmy Garoppolo just doesn't do that. Like Jimmy Garoppolo gets carried by his team. Occasionally he'll make a play here and there, but for the most part, Jimmy Garoppolo is not the reason why he has been to 2 NFC championships. Like those 2 Niners teams were stacked, and the Steelers have some like young pieces to build around, but they're not stacked like the 49ers are stacked.
I think that if Jimmy Garoppolo was in the AFC, I don't know. I wonder how tough is Jimmy Garoppolo tough enough to be a part of the overly aggressive AFC North?
That's a good question. The Rams definitely rattled them, and the Rams definitely like at least on defense, the Rams are pretty damn tough. So, I mean, I don't know.
It's not so sunny in the Midwest, man. You got the rain, the snow. it's like the You Name It song. Rain, snow, sleet, tornadoes. You name it,